Welcome. Let's go ahead and write the test for our patch mapping method. So let's go ahead and update this, use this update property price and write the test for it. So again, head back to our test controller class, create a void test method test update property price. You can write as many scenarios as you want, but we are going to just write one scenario for now. So I will say test. So let's copy this and see, we say test success scenario for updating price of a property, for up updating only price of the property. Okay, now as usual we will make a call to our controller. So it's a property controller dot update price, and this there is the update price, which takes two parameters. One is the and property DTO and the property ID. And what it will return is, in the property DTO we should have the updated price. So let's create our property DTO. So property DTO equal to new property DTO, and here we will pass DTO dot set price, which is our new property price, as let's say something like this, and we will pass this DTO to our method, and we will say the ID of the property is 1L. So let's check what our method is doing. So once the property DTO is being passed and the property ID is passed, then it's trying to make a call to property service and trying to fetch that particular property. Yeah, so it will update the price of that property. That's what it is trying to do. So let's do a mockito.when then for this one. So here before this we'll say mockito.when property service dot update property price with. So here we can pass, it's expecting two values, property DTO and property ID. So we can pass anything. So I can say mockito, I can pass any value, doesn't matter. So I can say mockito dot any, I can say any map, any set, any object. Any object is not existing anymore. So we can say any mockito dot. I can take because this will be a DTO, so I will say mockito dot any, and the value I will say mockito for any, which means for any DTO object and any long value. Then return, then it should return what? Then it should return another DTO with the updated price. So we can just say we return this value itself. Then return this, because this is the updated price. We want this to be returned. So now what will happen? If we are here, the price is here, and instead of calling this, it's going to return the DTO which we have provided, and that DTO will be returned in the response entity. So let's capture that. So basically you can also do any kind of return like this. You can pass any argument, that's fine, any data type, or you can, if you want, you can prepare this kind of dummy data and then pass like we did here. But for now, dummy data is fine because it's just for testing purpose. So let's copy the assert statements and I'm going to paste it here and say assert equals the expected price should be this much and the actual price we will get it from the body. So we'll say dot and the body is the DTO itself. We will choose the price. And of course, this is going to be okay. Yes, the HTTP okay. So this will remain unchanged. So let's try to run this. I will run it in code coverage mode to see if everything is working as expected and our code is getting covered or not. So it's running the test now. It says test run successfully. Test case has passed. That's great. Now, if we go and see, this is the lines also got covered. So we see that this piece of code is covered, this is covered, this is also unit tested, it's covered. But these code are still not covered, unit tested. So you can continue to do the testing for them as we did for these examples. Perfect. So now we have to move ahead in the next video and do our testing for the service layer unit testing. So let's continue there. Thank you.